Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm here with Ahana Kar. She has secured an All India rank of 6 in IPMAT 2025 exam. Very congratulations, Ahana.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to be here.
All right. So, I'll start off with asking very obvious question that how did you feel when you got to know about your rank, and what was your parents' reaction that you have secured an All India rank of 6?
Yeah, so first I got the email. So I did not know the rank then. We were already excited कि IPM इंदौर हो गया और क्या चाहिए.
Right.
And then I got to know that the rank is shown in the website. So we went to the website. We checked that it was All India rank 6. Immediately my father started calling relatives that बेटी का I am इंदौर में All India rank 6 है.
Right.
My mother kept checking the spelling of the name to make sure कि it's you that got All India rank 6. So I'd say the feelings were super excited, also shocked.
Right. So, Ahana, since I know that you were in your school while you were preparing for IPMAT, so on behalf of all the aspirants who will be watching this video, I want to ask you this question. How have you been able to manage both your school and IPMAT preparation, considering you have done very well in both exams? So, what's the secret sauce here?
Yeah. So I'd say the structure of the IPMAT exam itself applies to the prep because the IPMAT exam requires you to showcase your time management skills. The prep itself also requires that because you need to compartmentalize your time. You have to give enough attention to your boards because that's also necessary.
True.
But if your goal is IPM at IIM Indore, you need to set time aside for that as well. For example, in my case, first of all, throughout the day, I did my board studies and then I took some time out, evening or at night, to focus on IPMAT.
All
exam.
right. Okay. And how many hours did you put in every day for IPMAT preparation?
Right. So during boards, I put in the evening or night because I had school and boards prep. In the evening or night, I put in around 2 to 4 hours of prep, depending on how worn out I was on that day. But after boards, I dedicated my whole day to IPMAT studies. It was with mocks, it was around 7 to 8 hours, I believe.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're talking about school and balancing it with preparation. I know we all have been to school. So there are a lot of distractions. I mean, you must be having a friend circle. Some of them might be talking about Stranger Things, new season coming on Netflix, or probably a new series dropping in Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So how you have avoided all these distraction while you were preparing?
Right. So first of all, I'm very grateful that Stranger Things did not put out a new season during my preparation. Otherwise, I could not have focused. But one mantra I had was that I would imagine myself at IIM Indore, and that gave me that extra boost that I needed sometimes.
Right.
That extra initiative you need to stay laser focused. I believe if you imagine yourself already achieving your goal,
Correct.
that helps you work towards it even more.
Right, right. So now your journey, we are talking about your journey. So as we all know, every journey has setbacks. You have written a lot of Supergrad mocks.
Yeah.
So at times your mock score might have hit rock bottom, and that must have shaken you, took off your confidence. How did you overcome all these setbacks and decided, no, I need to go on and on? Yeah, can you tell me about that?
Yeah, of course. Giving mocks is a roller coaster ride in and out of itself. The only thing that I believe kept me going was that I knew that there was always another day and another mock. Even if I scored low marks in one of the mocks, even if I did badly in quant in one, or maybe I could not clear the cutoff in VA in another one, I always knew that I had the room for improvement.
Right.
I had another day, I could work on my mistakes, I could analyze the mistakes that I already made,
Right.
and then the next mock, maybe it would be even better. Even if it wasn't, I still had more time. I had more time to improve and work on my weaknesses.
Right, right. So talking about mocks, so you've written Supergrad mocks, and what was your next step? I mean, as soon as you have submitted your mock, you got your score, your rank. What was your next course of action?
Right. The procedure that I followed was, if my exam was 2 hours, I always also kept 2 hours aside for the analysis, because
Okay.
I believe the analysis is as important, if
Right.
not more, than the mocks itself.
Correct.
So I took time out for the analysis. Another thing I did was I wrote down my mistakes in a notebook.
All right.
The day before the exam, I saw only those points that I had written down, those conceptual mistakes or maybe silly mistakes that I had made during the exam.
True.
Because IPMAT does not demand you to do every question. It demands you to do a certain set of questions to clear the cutoff.
Right.
So you need to make sure that you know what your strengths and weaknesses are.
Correct.
And I believe for that, it's very important to go through the analysis. Supergrads had video analysis that I believe helped me clear the exam itself, because it was very helpful. I got to know the small concepts behind
Right.
really complex questions, which gave me an edge.
All right. Okay. So, Anna, if I have to ask you, if you can name just one thing which has helped you secure that All India rank of 6, what would that be?
I'd say commitment. I was really inclined to always stay committed to the one schedule that I had. My
Okay.
schedule was, after boards, I had planned I would do a mock every single day.
Acha,
So I
okay.
stuck to that.
All right.
And at the same time of 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Because that time the IPMAT Indore exam is there.
Correct.
So I decided that I would do that, and whatever happened throughout the day, if I gave sectionals, if I did any course study,
Right.
that did not matter. I always gave a mock from 2 to 4. That commitment and that practice,
Right.
which helped me adapt to the exam environment, I believe that helped me score the marks that I scored in the exam.
All right. Okay. So, can you tell me which one YouTube series of Supergrad you religiously followed throughout your preparation?
Right. So the Supergrads YouTube channel, it's very vast, and I also get stuck sometimes. But one playlist that I always followed was hacks to solve questions in IPMAT Indore
Okay.
2025.
Okay.
Because I believe IPMAT Indore focuses on conceptual clarity more
Correct.
than formulae.
Correct.
Even if you don't remember formulae, if you have a shortcut or if you have a trick to get to the answer, that's
Correct.
enough for them. In fact, it's even better because you can solve the question in lesser time than other people. So that series really helped me.
Understood. So now from this we move on to second part of your preparation, which was mock PI. So as soon as you got the offer letter that you have been shortlisted for PI, so how did you start preparing for that, and did you take any break
Yeah.
between the result and offer letter for mock PI?
Yeah, so I did, because I believe that we should set small goals so that it's more achievable, so that we do
Okay.
not get burnt out through
Right.
the huge process of preparing for IPMAT Indore, through the exam, through the PI, and then finally reaching your goal. So first of all, my goal was just clearing the exam. So when
Alright.
I realized that I did that, when I scored higher than the cutoff, I
Mhm.
gave myself 2 days.
Okay.
2 days, I was not found in my home. I was out celebrating.
Alright.
But when I came back, immediately I started brushing up on ACADS. IPM Indore, the professors are very inclined to ask you questions from your academics.
Correct.
They will probably pick like 2 topics and then they'll keep on grilling you on that.
Correct.
So you need to make sure that you have conceptual clarity on basically each and every concept. You may be from science, commerce or arts stream, humanities stream, it does not matter. You need to be proficient in your subjects. So take care of 11th and 12th academics. Also, I was terrible at GK and current affairs.
Okay.
So I tried to stay up to date on that too, read newspapers every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And talking about mock PIs, how many mock PIs have you given at Supergrad? And Yeah, how many mock PIs, let's say, have you given?
I gave, I think, around 5 to 6. I gave myself a few days break between them to work on the mistakes and the suggestions that the mentors gave me.
All right. Okay. So after every mock PI, be candid. I mean, it's not like कि मैं top ranker, I'm representing Supergrad. You give us a feedback. I mean,
Yeah.
the PIs which were scheduled by Supergrad, how helpful were they? The advice which was given by the mentors at Supergrad, were they relevant, right? And did it help you in cracking your final personal interview round?
Right. So, a personal interview is a very nerve-wracking thing. I believe the most helpful thing that I got out of mock PI was that it helped build up my confidence.
Okay.
Each mock PI had different content of questions.
Okay.
So it was not the same thing being repeated over and over again.
True.
Also, in the mock exams, there's a possibility that the same question will come in the actual IPMAT Indore
Correct.
paper.
Correct.
But in mock PIs, there's a very low probability of that. But mock PIs, I believe, helped me because it built up my confidence in my own knowledge.
Okay.
In the first or second mock PI, I remember the mentors asked me questions from my own favorite topic, but I was so nervous that I messed up that too.
Okay.
But towards the end, on the actual date of the interview, yes, I was nervous. Obviously, that was there. But I was also sure of my own knowledge. I had given that many mock PIs. I had worked on the suggestions that the mentors gave me. And I knew that I was more or less aware of my surroundings.
Okay.
And I had conceptual clarity and all my academics concepts. So it helped me gain the calm and composure that the professors are looking for in the interview.
Correct. Okay. So in the end, Ahana, I would request you to give a tip or probably a suggestion to all the future aspirants who will be writing IPMAT in 2026, 27, so and so forth. What advice that would be, and how to handle yourself, balance school. So one piece of advice which you think is a key and which can be takeaway of this interview.
Sure. I believe that every aspirant's journey is different. We all may have the same goal. We also may have different goals. But only we know what goal we have. And only we know where we stand right now. So the path that we have to chart between these 2 points, that has to be individual.
Correct.
So we have to take care of our own strengths, our own weaknesses. No aspirant, I believe, should compare themselves to any other person because everyone's journey is different. My journey may be different from the journey of a partial dropper. Maybe there's some dropper out there. Everyone's journey is different and we all have a particular goal that we're working towards.
Correct.
So I believe the only takeaway should be stay committed to your own self. You should know what goal you have and then only you can have the mood to work towards that goal.
Okay, right. So with that, I'm left with no more questions. Thank you so much, Ahana, for meeting us and doing this interview. Your insights which you have given would be very valuable for students, aspirants who are going to write exam in future. We at Top Rankers Supergrad, our whole team wishes you a very best in your future, and we hope to see you again in future. Whenever you are here, just drop in. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
this
so
was
much.
a great experience.
Thank you, Ahana. Thank you so much.